Hey everyone, today's September 4th. I'm gonna try to speak up the best that I can, but I actually hurt my throat during the fireworks. Um, this is a little catch up on the bipolar depression thing, um, which I'm a little concerned with, as a matter of fact. Um, I am depressed right now, if you don't know that. I'm talking really low and I'm really quiet, I don't want to do anything. Um, my eating habits have changed just a little bit, not that much. But this weekend was completely terrible. We had the WEBN fireworks on Sunday, September 2nd, and the whole weekend I was just thinking about my daughter and everything else, and it kind of got to me a little bit. So I was definitely depressed during the fireworks. I remember after they were finished, I'm like, damn, that was short. And it was actually one of the longest ones that we've had in the past couple of years. So I obviously had a blackout period. Um, Somewhere between the beginning and the end. Yeah. And another thing is, I got a letter from Icon, which is the place I'm going to for my anger and depression groups. And she's a little concerned that I may not be bipolar. If that makes any sense to you guys. I've never actually had a manic episode. And she basically stated that to be bipolar, you have to have at least one manic episode. Um, which I think I mentioned in a couple of videos, but I just never really paid attention to it. And I've never had periods of like complete mania or periods of staying up for like days on end just for the hell of it. Me myself, I would prefer to sleep like 10 hours a day, which I try not to. I try to make it 8, but 10 hours a day is like so much better than 8. That's just the way I feel. Um, and she's kind of curious as to why my therapist gave me that certain diagnosis. If I haven't had a complete manic episode, then how can I be labeled bipolar 2 if I've never had one? Which brought up the topic of clinical depression or severe depression. It's in this paper. I forgot where it is. I'm trying to think, and I can't because I would show it to you. Um, I move stuff around so much, but it does make a little bit of sense as to why I like none of the mood stabilizers are working. Because I've tried them all except for 2. And why none of the antipsychotics work. It's like I got extremely speedy on like all of them, or I turned into a complete vegetable. So, um, I did talk about this with a friend in England. Um, I know I don't have any real friends, as you guys know. I've mentioned that I have online friends, which I don't think it's sad. A friend is a friend, no matter where they are or who they are, as long as they're not complete perverts either. But she did suggest that I see a therapist through Icon, which is the second place, just to get a second opinion, just so that I can spill my guts out, from when I was abused, like from my childhood and up, and see what this therapist has to say. Um, but then again, it's like I fit the criteria for bipolar 2 because I don't go into full mania, which is exactly what bipolar 2 is. I'm more depressive than manic. But it's been a couple months since I came off my Topamax, and for some reason, when I stopped taking that, I actually rapid cycled. So it has to be bipolar. I don't care what this lady says, and I'm trying not to let people influence me, and it's really hard right now. Because I feel sad and depressed and down, and it's like a daily struggle just to be positive right now. Um, so I'm past the freaky sex stage, and kind of in a low down, just want to sleep, watch some movies, vegetate, stuff like that. If that makes any sense. So this kind of sucks. But I do see my therapist at Talbot House tomorrow, and that's at 2. And I don't see my psychiatrist till like October 30th, I think it is. Which is so twisted that it kind of messes with my holiday celebration. But anyways, so yeah, I have noticed that when I go, since I've been in this depressive cycle, like I don't want to talk to anyone hardly. I've actually slowed down my contact with my online friends, and the physical contact with my husband right now, like mainly consists of normal touching, not like sexual peaking, which is like where I have sex like 5 or God knows how many times a day. The depressive cycle is more where I just want to be cuddled or rubbed or scratched or just held, for crying out loud, just to make it. Don't know what it is about just being held, but it just makes you feel better. I know it makes me feel better, so I don't know about other people. So tomorrow is gonna suck because I'm gonna go see my therapist, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're depressed," and we're gonna do the risk assessment again. And then, of course, she's gonna suggest that I have to go to the hospital because I cannot control my bipolar. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So, it does kind of suck that I am my own support system for the most part. Except for a few people, like maybe 3 other people actually know the whole story. So those people know everything. My therapist, she knows everything, and sorry, dog. It's just the fact that, yes, my bipolar depression, whatever, is gonna be worse because I'm grieving still. I'm trying to get past that. Um, I think I'm controlling my anger a little bit better. Not as much as I would like. I'd say like maybe. Hmm. Okay, I can't exactly put a number on that one. I do think before I talk, if that makes any sense. I'll think, can I change what's happening? Can I control or this, or can I control what's gonna happen? And if I can, then I shut up for a second and I rephrase what I was about to say, and I come out with a more polite way of saying it. Which I think I've mentioned in another video, is a lot of this is attached to the loss of my child. So that really sucks, dude. Yeah. I'm really depressed right now, I'm sorry. And no, I'm not suicidal, so don't freak out. Uh, just really depressed. I'm starting to pull away from the people I talk to. I'm starting to pull away from my husband a little bit. I'm definitely procrastinating right now. Big time. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to keep this on too long, or keep babbling, because it probably doesn't make much sense to anyone. I don't know, it just seems awful, because yeah. Anyways, my husband's coming up, so but it is a bit hard with the depressive cycle, especially considering that my dad is gone, so that's kind of hard to face, especially since we just had the fireworks Sunday, which she usually went to, and on top of that, my husband seems happier when I'm not around. I've noticed. Which I don't blame him, because I bring myself down. I really do sometimes. I don't try to. I just get stuck in this rut. I'm like, ugh. So I think that's enough depressing update for them. I don't think there's much else to say. So my husband's sitting in the hallway. Yeah. I think that's about it for that one. Yep. Night.